Imagine this. Somewhere out there, another version of you exists. Maybe they made different choices, took another path, or figured things out sooner. And what if that version of you was trying to reach out, sending subtle signs to guide you? It sounds like something out of science fiction, but quantum physics suggests it might not be so far-fetched. The universe is full of infinite possibilities, and every decision you make could create a new reality. In each of those realities, there's a version of you, some living completely different lives, some facing different challenges, but all somehow connected through consciousness. But what if you could actually tune into those versions? What if you could tap into their experiences, their wisdom? This isn't just an interesting thought, it could be a way to learn, grow, and unlock a whole new level of self-awareness. Déjà vu, that strange feeling that you've been here before. Maybe you actually have, just in another version of reality. You're walking down a street you've never been on, yet everything feels eerily familiar. The way the sun hits the buildings, the murmur of distant voices, even the exact feeling in your gut. Science often explains déjà vu as a misfiring of the brain, but what if it's more than that? What if, for a brief moment, two versions of reality overlap? A version of you might have already lived this moment in another timeline, and for a split second, you're tapping into their experience. Some believe déjà vu is a glitch in the simulation, while others see it as proof that multiple versions of reality exist simultaneously, and every now and then we catch a fleeting glimpse of another path we've already walked. Synchronicities, seeing the same numbers, symbols, or words over and over. These could be little nudges, guiding you toward a path another version of you has already walked. You keep noticing 11:11 on the clock. A book title keeps appearing everywhere you go. You think of an old friend, and moments later they text you out of the blue. Are these mere coincidences, or are they messages? Some believe synchronicities occur when different versions of yourself align, creating moments of heightened awareness. Maybe a parallel version of you has already followed a particular path, and now they're nudging you toward the same journey. If you keep noticing certain symbols or repeating patterns, it might be time to pay attention. There could be a message waiting for you. Dreams. Some dreams feel more real than others, as if you're living another life, in a place you've never been, yet somehow you belong there. Have you ever had a dream so vivid it felt like a memory? Maybe you walked through a city you've never visited, yet you knew every turn. Or you met someone in a dream who felt like an old friend, even though you've never seen them before. Some believe these aren't just dreams, but glimpses into parallel realities. Lucid dreaming, the state where you become aware that you're dreaming and can take control, could be a direct link between these versions of yourself. What if, when you sleep, your consciousness temporarily shifts to another version of you, living out a different path in another world, feeling out of place? Have you ever had a moment where everything feels slightly off? Like reality shifted, but you can't quite put your finger on what changed? You walk into a familiar store, yet something feels different. The sign outside looks wrong, but you can't remember exactly how. A friend recalls an event completely differently from how you remember it. Some believe these subtle shifts might mean your consciousness has unknowingly slipped into a slightly different version of reality, one where tiny details don't match up perfectly. Could it be that reality is more fluid than we think? And sometimes we step between alternate versions of our own lives without even realizing it? Strong intuition, that gut feeling pushing you toward a decision with no logical explanation. What if that's guidance from another version of you? One that already knows where that choice will lead? You're offered a job that seems perfect on paper, yet something deep inside tells you to walk away. Or you meet a stranger and instantly feel like you've known them forever. Intuition isn't always logical, but more often than not, it proves to be right. What if that strong inner knowing isn't just instinct, but another version of you, one that has already made this choice, already lived this moment, whispering across realities to steer you in the right direction? Perhaps intuition is the ultimate form of interdimensional communication, a way for different versions of yourself to guide you toward the path you were always meant to take. So how do you align with that? Gratitude and positivity. Shift your energy, shift your reality. Focusing on what's good in your life doesn't just improve your mood, it raises your frequency. The more gratitude and positivity you cultivate, the more you align with higher versions of yourself. Reality responds to energy, and when you radiate gratitude, you naturally attract experiences that reflect it back to you. Meditation and reflection. Silence the noise, hear the signals. A quiet mind is more open to receiving subtle messages, whether from intuition, synchronicities, or even glimpses into other realities. Taking time to meditate or reflect allows you to tune into something beyond the usual distractions. It's in those moments of stillness that the signs become clearer. Being mindful. Every choice shapes your path. What you say, what you do, even what you eat, it all influences your energy and the reality you align with. Every decision you make is like adjusting the frequency on a radio. Small shifts can bring you closer to the version of yourself that's already living the life you desire.